We're here in Dusseldorf to show you the festive Christmas market. We're going to show you the must-see spots from ice skating to delicious food and mulled wine, as well as how much it's going to cost you and the best time to visit to avoid the crowds. We're going to show you what we loved and stick around to the very end where we'll give you an honest opinion on the market you need to avoid. So let's get to it. All of the Christmas markets in Dusseldorf are close to each other. They're made up of smaller markets which you can easily walk from one to another and not realise you're in a different market, which is different to the Christmas markets we visited in Cologne. Let's start with the most beautiful market, the town hall. The backdrop of the market is the historic town hall, and the old town architecture immediately gives that fairy tale Christmassy vibe. The market's on the smaller size. You can easily walk around in 15 to 20 minutes, which makes it feel cosy and relaxed rather than overwhelming. We visited on a Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and didn't find it too crowded compared to others. When you first arrive, you're greeted with a carousel which is all lit up and makes the market family friendly. There was also a woodworking store where we watched someone make Christmas decorations they sell. We love the large Christmas tree in the middle of the market, and you'll find the stalls that sell traditional homemade gifts, from wooden ornaments and miniatures to crafts and handmade pictures, some homemade essential oils and soaps, and we loved the hand-painted glass candle holders with cities all across the world. There are even some gorgeous Christmas market souvenirs and, my favourite, the puppet stand. There's quite a few food stalls, from currywurst to bratwurst, champignon mushrooms in garlic sauce, and a few mulled wine bars where the cost was €5. Next, the Aldstrat Market is just around the corner. We arrived before the stores opened at 11 a.m. and enjoyed the design of the huts representing the old town architecture. This is the smallest market in Dusseldorf, with the stalls lining the shopping streets. This market is famous for the Glühwein Pyramid, which is a German bar selling mulled wine and eggnog costing €5. For breakfast, we stopped at a shop called Cinnamon, where they sell a range of cinnamon buns, both vegan and normal. The buns looked incredible, however we found them quite dry and lacked density. We tried the Biscoff and the Bueno bun. The stalls sold traditional food and gifts, from homemade alcohol to roasted chestnuts, currywurst and bratwurst. There were lots of hanging gingerbread and flavoured nuts and loaded fries. We loved the small German house decorations which represented the old town and the variety of Christmas decorations on offer. Next is the largest market around the shopping district near the designer shops. This market's close to the park and lake and is the liveliest at night. There are several bars to choose from, as well as interactive reindeer, DJ sets and music throughout the evening. There's even an ice rink where you can skate around monuments, a traditional wooden ski chalet bar where you can watch people skating or people watch. The area surrounding the ice rink is primarily food, serving up bratwurst and currywurst, as well as spring rolls and Asian food, and fried potato, which is what we ate, costing €5 for 3 servings with apple sauce, and it was delicious. There is still a small selection of crafts and cosy wear like hats and gloves, and this market had our favourite Christmas tree, where you could climb halfway up and get cosy in the seating area with a drink from the bar. In the evening, the queue is all the way down the stairs, so we'd recommend visiting in the afternoon or early evening when it's quieter. We're now going to head over to our favourite market in Dusseldorf, the winter-themed market in the square by the Apple Store. Each hut had its own unique winter scene theming and was very magical. This market has a mix of food and traditional gifts in a square-based setting. Each food vendor offers a variety of food, ranging from your usual currywurst to fried potato, fries, as well as burgers, which we thought were pretty expensive at €12, and a mulled wine bar. We ordered the champignon with a dollop of garlic sauce on top, which came in a large bread roll. When we ordered it, we thought it was incredible value based on the size at €6.50. And we had a Kinder Bueno crepe for dessert, which also set us back €6.50. It had 4 pieces of Bueno inside the crepe, and it was a metre long, which was super delicious. This stall also sold chocolate-covered strawberries and hanging gingerbread. This market didn't get particularly busy in the day or evening, so if you want a festive evening with some gorgeous Christmas lights surrounding you and a glass of mulled wine, we'd recommend coming in the evening. Next, we headed to the Schadowstraße, where the stalls lined the street. This got very busy at night, and the stalls were primarily food stalls, from churros, pasta tossed in a cheese wheel, a selection of arts and crafts, and if you're looking for a personalised gift, they offer glass engraving, which we haven't seen anywhere else. You'll also find a Lynch chocolate stall selling a range of different chocolate Santas. Our final market was very disappointing. It was called the Winter Village, which is after the Dome of Lights, which you don't want to miss. The market is small and very cramped both day and night, and there wasn't much space between the stalls. The only reason we'd recommend going here is if you're a big fan of Bon Marché jam, as they have a dedicated crepe stall. So there you have it, a whistle-stop tour of 5 of Dusseldorf's Christmas markets. We've had a blast. If you'd like to continue your Christmas market tour, check out our Cologne market guide, where we'll show you some of the most famous markets in Germany. And what's even better is only a 30-minute train journey from Düsseldorf. Drop us a comment to let us know what your favourite Christmas market you've ever visited is. And over the coming weeks, we're going to share a hotel review of where we stayed in Düsseldorf, which is only a 7-minute walk to the Christmas markets. So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out on that video. We'll see you next time.